Hello, and welcome to another episode. I'm Zelmont, and this is my YouTube where I talk about random stuff and play Ark. Today's episode is going to be a bit of a continuation from yesterday's, and this one is about family is the cornerstone and foundation of Western society. Um, so if you find yourself enjoying today's episode, once again, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content. Really looking to push subscriber numbers. A couple weeks ago, I was getting subscribers like every other day, and it's been about a week since I got another subscriber. So really love to see those subscribers numbers go up again. So yeah, feel free to share as well. But yeah, I think it's a mistake right now that a lot of different facets of society seem to be attacking the nuclear family, and I think that's a mistake because the nuclear family is the foundation and cornerstone of Western society, and for good reason. Like, because you got to understand when you're thinking about the corner, like this is the foundation of society. This is, and so on that you're really looking. Uh, when it comes to that family, it's about the procreation. It's about the supporting each other, and the more immediate you are, the more caring, the more things matter. The more outgrown you get, the more abstract. So when you keep family being a small unit as the center, as the cornerstone, you're able to it's able to all flow out. Plus, the reality is you need an ideal, and if a country isn't growing, then a country is dying. Okay, that's just the honest truth. And like I say, I think everybody everybody pushing this idea that there's too many people in any way, shape, or form. I think they are a detriment to society, and like I say, that's why you have this attack on family. But like you gotta understand, family is the cornerstone of all society. Like when you start attacking the family, the rest of society will crumble. You can't do that. And like I say, family is a good thing. Like you're looking for that ideal, and the ideal, like I say, you want growth. Growth is a big thing. And so you want that procreation. Well, the number one thing for that is a family. Like what's the best thing for children? The best thing for children is the nuclear family. Absolutely, 100% by all studies. And we need to remember this. We need to bring it back that family is important. It isn't to say to ostracize the single mom or the single dad or the gay couple. No, I'm not saying that at all. Love all, and just because there is a rule doesn't mean that you can't have exceptions to the rule. But you do need to remember, like family it's the cornerstone, and it's the cornerstone for a reason. And so all of the stuff attacking it needs to stop. It needs to stop, and that's coming from somebody who comes from people who've watched my series. They know that I myself come from estranged relationships with my own parents. You know what I mean? But that's neither here. But that doesn't mean that family is wrong. I have really good family too. So and family isn't always just about blood, right? In fact, the family isn't necessarily, right? That initial, because the initial family is a him and a her, ain't it? Well, nuclear family. I'm talking like I say, I'm talking about the ideal, and I hope people understand because I'm not anti-gay. I'm not none of it. I'm not I'm very libertarian in that you do you, but I also am somebody that I think I at least attempt to look reality in the face. I don't shirk away from things that might not make. I'd love to believe unicorns are real, but I don't think unicorns are real, right? Except that there is a possibility, however remote. but I don't think unicorns are real. And I accept that, right? Same thing here. Like, there is an ideal, and the ideal is a man and a woman, and they're initially not blood, right? But they care for one another. They have that commitment to one another to always be there for one another, and that's what family is about, right? You know, I'm always going to be there to pick my kids up when they fall. Like, for their whole life, I'm going to be there. That's what family's about. And that's why family is important. That's why family is the core. And like I say, it's that the more immediate things get, the more involved you can be in it. Whereas the wider you get out, the more abstract you get about it. And the more people fall through cracks, right? And you know, the more local, like, you know, like, there's lots of, everybody is different, everybody's circumstance is different, everything in life is different, and the more localized you get, the more you know about all of the various nuances of a thing. So it's good to have that family as the focal point. And like I say, as far as a society is concerned, a society that is not growing is declining. End of story. And once the decline starts to decline, it usually goes pretty quick. But yeah, you want growth. You don't necessarily need a lot of growth, but you do want growth. So this whole pushing against having kids, pushing against the family life, pushing against a housewife or house husband. Because the deal is I am accepting that a woman doesn't have to do it. But if a woman doesn't want to do it, she doesn't get to go, well, I don't want a man who's not as successful as me. No, you do. You want a man who wants to stay home and take care of kids. That's what you want. You want a man who wants to sit at home and plan parties and, you know, sit on Pinterest, and that's what you want. But you're looking at him as a loser and are refusing to take him if you're the successful woman. That's the problem with successful women. They want it all. The society is pushing this idea that they can have it all, and no, you can't. Men and women work together. That's the whole point. So if you're going to play the role of the man and be the provider, all the power to you, 100%. But that means your yin is different than the normal woman's yin. You know, because you've chosen yang instead of yin and called it yin, right? Which is fine, but like I say, you still need that duality to work against you. That's just, and the same I find is true with, on a personal level, with gay couples, where it works better. It doesn't work when you have two of the same. And I mean on a personality level, not, because obviously a gay couple are the same on a physical level, right? Obviously. But like on a personality level, I find it works better if one does take more masculine role and one is still that more feminine role. You know what I mean? But it's you know, why? Because family is the cornerstone. We all work together. We all have our roles. And the more localized it is, the more you care about it, the more it matters to you. So you want to keep that, because otherwise we're all just cogs in the machines and nobody cares about anything. You know, this idea that we'll all eat bugs and nobody will own anything and we'll all be happy. Sorry, it's not true. But that's just my thought on it. If you find yourself agreeing and enjoying today's episode, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content. Like I say, always looking to push some subscribers. And comment, let me know your thoughts, and feel free to share. Until next time, later. And then